At our U8 level, we're playing 5 versus 5 soccer. I think the primary thing to keep in mind is that players are going to be squirrely, and that's okay. We are focusing on them having a fun experience and focusing on them having fair playing time. That's very much a me and my age group, so players are going to struggle to pass and understand the width, height, depth, dimensions of the field. That's okay, you should expect that coming in. So we are starting to introduce a shape that will translate as players graduate into 7v7, 9v9, 11v11 play styles, but we start building with this understanding and trying to coach some basics. So when we're building our 5 versus 5 team shape, we start with our goalkeeper as a number 1 who's playing the goal. If you're wondering what these numbers are, we use a German number system in the United States, brought to us by Jurgen Klinsmann when he was the national team manager and technical director. So the reason we use these numbers is that they're very simple. So as players maybe go on to travel teams, go on to eventually play at different programs, it's easy to say, hey, you're playing a 7 and understand that as wide right versus the 10 different names that could potentially be. But continuing to model our shape for 5 versus 5, we play a center back who is a number 4 and the central defender. So this player keeps the depth or the lowest part of our team shape. Out wide right, we play a number 7. Out wide left, we play a number 11. Those are our wide midfielders, our wingers in this case. And their objective is to hold width. So players will struggle with this, and this will be where we can help them the most as coaches. But what we're trying to get them to understand is that they play in the wide channels of the field as the ball is wide. So if the 7 has the ball, the 7 doesn't have the ball right here. The 7 has the ball in the wide channel. And as players get a better understanding of the game, we want the team shape to shift, but we want the player in the wide channel with the ball to keep the width of the shape. So continuing our build, we have our center back as our 4, our 11 is our left wing, our 7 is our right wing, and then we are going to introduce height to our team shape with a number 9 or a central forward up top. So all we're really trying to emphasize at this age is that there is depth from our center back, there is width from our wingers, our 7 and 11, and there is height from our number 9. Now, as the ball maybe is traveling toward our defensive half, what we want to see is our 7 and 11 getting back to help, and our 9 tracking but keeping height in our team shape. So if we manage to win possession of the ball, we then have an option to play our 9, and if we start to get really good, our 9 can play out to our 11, and we can start to get our numbers up. Again, conversely, to model again, if we have an 8 on the opposite team, don't worry about that number, it's just the number I'm using right now. We want our 4 to delay, so our 11, 7 are tracking back, 9 is staying high. So the best way to remember this, I think usually, is when we have possession of the ball, we get big. We have a big team shape when we have possession of the ball. Maybe sometimes it moves and shifts a little bit, depending on the side of the field the ball is on. That's okay, but we're still big in how much space we occupy. When we don't have the ball, we're out of possession, we want to get smaller as a team shape and get compact. But again, at this age, a lot of what we're going to be working on is just understanding how we keep width with our 7 and 11, how they track back to help in the defensive phase of transition, and honestly, just how we win a lot of our 1v1s at this level. So we want to teach an 11, for instance, to beat a 7 with a skill move and advance in the channel. So at this age, again, the shape is not overly complicated. It's very basic, but it is starting to demonstrate the spatial elements of depth, width, and height.